When it comes to global trade, every decision can set off a chain reaction. Let's consider this pivotal moment: China's recent decision to reject 500,000 pounds of U.S. wheat. What led to this surprising move, and what does it mean for international agriculture? U.S. and China tumultuous trade history. This relationship has been marked by booming opportunities and bruising setbacks, reflecting the broader tensions between these two superpowers. American farmers once reaped the benefits of China's growing appetite. In 2012, China became the largest export market for U.S. agricultural goods, with shipments valued at $26 billion according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Soybeans were the crown jewel, accounting for over half of these exports as China fed its massive livestock industry. However, the harmony was shattered in 2018 when the U.S.-China trade war erupted. Tariffs hit American farmers hard, slashing exports to China by nearly half. In 2019, U.S. agricultural exports to China plummeted to $13.9 billion, the lowest since 2009. In response, China turned inward, investing billions in its own agricultural sector. By 2022, China had increased its grain production by over 20% from a decade earlier, according to China's National Bureau of Statistics. In July 2024, China made headlines by turning away a shipment of 500,000 pounds of U.S. wheat. This decision stemmed from concerns over a genetically modified strain not approved by Chinese regulators, despite its clearance in the U.S. and many other countries. The shipment in question contained wheat with the MON 87419 genetic modification, designed to resist pests and boost yields. While this modification is widely accepted globally, China's regulatory framework remains stringent and slow to adopt such changes, leading to the shipment's rejection. In 2023, China imported over 3.6 million metric tons of wheat from the U.S., making it a major market for American farmers. China's regulatory decisions reflect its broader strategy of controlling its food supply. If you are enjoying our content, please hit the like button. To help us even more, please leave your thoughts and feedback in the comments. Your engagement helps us grow. Thank you. China's rejection of U.S. wheat is part of a larger pattern in the complex trade relationship between the two nations. Historical trade tensions, particularly in agriculture, have frequently led to disputes. China's decision also reflects economic strategies aimed at reducing dependency on U.S. agricultural products. A 2023 survey indicates that 70% of Chinese consumers prefer domestically produced food. For American farmers, this rejection is a significant setback. It could lead to decreased wheat prices and further strain an industry already hit hard by previous trade conflicts. As China distances itself from U.S. wheat, Russia is emerging as a key alternative supplier. With competitive pricing and a growing supply, Russian wheat is becoming increasingly attractive to China. The price difference is striking. Russian wheat, priced lower than its American counterpart, offers China a cost-effective solution to its wheat needs. This shift is reflected in a 30% increase in Russian wheat exports to China in 2023. Russia's wheat exports to China reached 9 million metric tons in 2023. Russia's ability to offer competitive pricing is reshaping global wheat trade. As China increasingly relies on Russian wheat, it alters the balance of power in international agricultural markets. China's approach to food security is proactive and multifaceted. With an eye on future stability, China is investing heavily in its agricultural sector to boost self-sufficiency and reduce dependency on foreign suppliers. China's strategy includes substantial investments in technology and infrastructure to enhance domestic production. This investment is aimed at increasing crop yields and ensuring a reliable food supply. China has invested over $150 billion in agricultural modernization since 2015. These investments are already yielding positive results, with increased production and reduced reliance on imports. China's focus on local agriculture is showing clear benefits. Farmers across the country are experiencing higher yields and improved economic stability due to government support and modern technology. The positive impact extends beyond farms to markets and consumers. Increased domestic production contributes to a more stable food supply and better quality products for Chinese consumers. Between 2018 and 2023, China's wheat production increased by 15%. China's investments are creating a robust agricultural sector that supports both economic stability and food security. The U.S.-China trade relationship has been marked by highs and lows, particularly in the agricultural sector. From trade agreements to disputes, this complex relationship has significant implications for both nations. Recent developments, including tariff changes and regulatory adjustments, have further complicated this relationship. The rejection of U.S. wheat is a recent example of how these dynamics play out in real time. The agricultural trade between the U.S. and China is not just about numbers. It's a strategic component of their broader economic relationship. The recent rejection of U.S. wheat underscores the volatility and complexity of this trade. The rejection of U.S. wheat has immediate consequences for farmers. With a significant buyer out of the market, many are facing financial uncertainty and operational challenges. The impact extends beyond individual farmers. Businesses involved in the grain supply chain, including transportation and processing companies, are also feeling the effects. U.S. wheat farmers could face losses of up to $500 million in 2024 due to reduced exports to China. The ripple effects of this trade decision highlight the interconnected nature of global agriculture. Farmers and businesses must navigate these challenges while adapting to shifting market conditions. China's rejection of U.S. wheat has broader political and regulatory implications. It reflects ongoing tensions and policy disputes between the two nations, which could influence future trade negotiations. This incident could prompt adjustments in global trade policies, affecting how countries approach agricultural imports and exports. Policymakers worldwide will be watching closely for potential changes. China's regulatory framework for GM crops remains stricter compared to many Western countries. The political fallout from this decision may extend beyond agriculture, impacting diplomatic relations and trade policies between the U.S. and China. In response to recent disruptions, China is actively seeking alternative wheat suppliers. Countries like Australia, Canada, and France are stepping up to fill the gap left by U.S. wheat. Each of these countries offers unique advantages, from favorable climate conditions to trade agreements. China's diversification strategy aims to ensure a stable and reliable supply of wheat. In 2023, Australia, Canada, and France collectively exported over 5 million metric tons of wheat to China. By expanding its sources, China is mitigating risks and enhancing its food security. This diversification is a strategic move to balance supply and demand in an unpredictable global market. China's approach to food security is part of a comprehensive long-term strategy. The rejection of U.S. wheat and investment in local agriculture are components of a broader plan to ensure a stable and secure food supply. China aims to achieve self-sufficiency in key food staples by 2030. This ambitious goal involves increasing domestic production, investing in technology, and enhancing supply chain resilience. By 2030, China aims to achieve 95% self-sufficiency in staple foods. China's long-term food game plan is about more than just immediate needs. It's about building a resilient system that can adapt to global changes and ensure stability for future generations. China's agricultural choices have far-reaching implications on the global stage. By altering its trade policies and supply sources, China is influencing not just its own food security, but also global market dynamics. These decisions contribute to geopolitical tensions, impacting relationships with other major food-producing countries. As China navigates these complexities, the stakes are high for both global stability and national interests. Global agricultural trade is valued at $2.7 trillion annually, with major players including the U.S., China, and the EU. China's choices in the agricultural sector are a microcosm of its broader geopolitical strategy. Understanding these moves helps us grasp the wider implications for global trade and diplomacy. We hope you are enjoying this video. We're thrilled to have you with us today. If our content struck a chord or sparked some inspiration, go ahead and smash that like button and hit subscribe to join our awesome community. Your support is super valuable and helps us grow. Stick around and check out another video from our channel, which is now on the screen.